Welcome in my kitchen. My name is Sylvia and today I chose to cook for you a cabbage stew. One of the reasons that I chose this recipe is because it's a very simple and nutritious recipe and can be very versatile. I mean, you can do it just with cabbage and few other vegetables. You can even add some meats to that, but either way you do it, I can assure you that if you give a little bit of taste to it, it's gonna be fantastic as a side dish or as a meal. Now let me show you one by one all the ingredients that I'm going to use for this, and let's get started. So let's come closer to the table and let me show you. I've got a very big cabbage in here. Well, maybe some people won't consider it very big, but I'm very proud of it because it grew in my garden. Then we have 2 pink tomatoes, quite big as well. They are not from my garden, but they are very tasty. I've got a very spicy habanero, 3 small onions, 1 carrot, 3 peppers. I've got in here some scratchings, and then I've got another 2 sausages that I would like to use up, and what a better idea than use them with the cabbage. And then we have in here 30 ml of oil, some salt, some thyme, some bay leaves. I've got in here some peppercorn and some cloves, only about 5. And in here I have dill. The last thing is actually cornmeal, and I have this one there because I will make polenta, because polenta goes very well with cabbage stew. I am going to start with the tomatoes, which I am just going to cut like this and put them in here, both of them. Okay, lovely. I will add some very hot water that I just boiled, and I'm gonna leave them like this for 5 minutes until I look after the other ingredients. That's it, cover them up. Nice. So what's gonna happen with them? These tomatoes are going to be easily peeled, and everything else is gonna get squashed in there and added to the cabbage. So now we are going to cut the onion. It doesn't have to be very fine. Just like this, I think is quite perfect. That's it, just like that. I have to say that I've done this recipe without any onion, and it was very good as well. So if you want to add it, yes, it's going to give a little bit more taste to it, but if you don't have it, or if you don't like onion for any reasons, then you can still have a good recipe. And that is that. So next I'm going to cut the sausages. I'm just gonna do like transversal like this, small, and I'm gonna put them in the pan and just fry them a little bit. Oops, they forgot that they have to be transversal. But I bring them on the right path. No trouble with that. something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that is done. Next I'm going to use the carrot, and I'll use the big eyes rather than the small. Something like this. It's alive. I'm not gonna go until the end because I don't like this last bit, but I will take all the margins like that. Then I'm gonna discard it, and actually nothing gets thrown away because I have some chickens and I'm gonna leave the rest for them. Right, so this one is done. The sausages are cut, the onions are chopped. Now we just need to get on with the cabbage. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this beauty in two, and then I'm gonna slice it nicely. Wow, look at that. Right, so let's cut the middle bit. Okay, and then just turn it over. You don't have to cut it very small. I'm gonna show you what I do with mine, because it's gonna get sauteed anyway, and you don't have to worry about it. You're not gonna end up with big pieces of cabbage anyhow. These pieces, maybe they will have to be cut a little bit more. Yes, they are a little bit harder, so I'd rather have everything cooked in the same time. But the cabbage, when you add a little bit of salt to it and all the other ingredients, it's just gonna cook easy, and that's no problem at all. Alright, so next one. And again, with the second one, I'm gonna cut the middle bit. Okay, so there's a little bit more in here. Okay, that's nice. And this part. As you can see, these parts in here are a little bit harder. So if you want to cut this just a bit thinner, that's fine. In here, it's denser, and these ones will have no problem in being sauteed. Looks like it's a lot of cabbage, but I can assure you this is gonna just cook down quite a lot, and it's not gonna be that much. Right, so we are pretty much there. Right, so for these peppers, what I'm going to do with them, I'm just gonna take all the seeds out, and this one's the green part. And the habanero, actually I'm gonna put it whole in there, and then I'm gonna let it cook down as it is. If you don't like spicy foods, very hot food, then use something else than habanero, but I like it hot, and I have no problem eating this. Even if I'm crying, I'm still going to eat it. So let's start. So that is 1, 2, and the last one. Okay. As you can see, I'm using this small knife because I can maneuver it a bit easier. With a big one, I would probably cut my fingers 10 times by now. I don't like to have very sharp knives in the kitchen, but one of my friends came sometime a week ago, and because she was helping me to do some preserves, she decided that my knives need to be sharpened. So yeah, she's guilty for that. So just open them up like this and cut them in small cubes, like that. Nothing fancy. Okay, that's it. If you have some kind of machine that cuts them easily, feel free to use them. That's no problem at all. This one will get sauteed as well just before we add the cabbage, so you won't even see them. If you don't like to add any of this, you can just add the powder, the paprika, but I like to add something like this. I can do a recipe just with powder condiments, and I can assure you it's quite good as well. But because I had this in the house, I thought I better use them, because otherwise the chickens will have them. I like the colors. When you put everything together, you have the white onion, you have the slightly greenish cabbage, the orange carrots, and the red peppers. It just looks beautiful as well. I suppose when you cook, you like also the meal to look beautiful. It's more appetizing. But I think the taste matters more. So I brought all my ingredients together, and now I'm going to start to assemble the meal. Okay. So I'm gonna set this up to hot, and first I'm gonna add the oil. And I'm gonna add the onion and the sausages to fry a little bit and saute. In the same time, I'm going to add the scratchings as well. So let it cook for about 5 minutes. And then we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. Lovely. Now I'm going to add the habanero carrots. Lovely colors in here, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. The 2 bay leaves. I'm just gonna put the cooker on 8. And I'm also going to add now the pepper. All this goodness in here. So we are just going to mix it all together and then cover it up. In the meantime, I'm going to peel the tomatoes and crush the pepper. Okay, so I'm just going to put it all in there. Obviously I'm gonna crush the cloves as well. Oh my god, it smells so good. I like it spicy. If you don't like it that spicy, don't add it all. But to me, this is quite good. So we're just going to add this one. Just to be on the cautious side, I'm gonna add half of it. And then we are going to adjust it for taste later on. That smells good. My god. Look at this. Amazing. Okay. Let's have a closer look. Right. Beautiful. So I'm just going to let it cook for about 5 minutes, not more than that, and then I'm going to add the cabbage. In the meantime, I'm just going to clean the tomatoes. I need a knife. water is not hot anymore. I believe these are going to peel right off. Actually, I'm gonna leave the peels in the water, and I'm gonna put tomatoes in here. Beautiful. They're not hot anymore, but okay, so let's show what we are doing. So we are going to remove the center. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do the second one. Very easily. The skin is coming off. Oops. Now this one as well. That's a little bit of a hard business to take this off. I think it's time for the cabbage to be added. I'm not gonna lose any more time. And have a look. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, look at these colors. Come on. Beautiful. Right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the cabbage little by little. And mix it with all the other ingredients. Okay. This bad boy is going to give so much heat. But that's how I like it. You will see that actually all this cabbage from here is going to shrink so much. You're not gonna believe. It's always the case with the cabbage. It looks so much, and then when you cook it, it's like, oh my god, who ate my cabbage in the process? Okay. I don't really want to add any water. What I will add is just the juice from the tomatoes, because I don't really feel the need to add anything else when all these have their juices. I don't want to add the tomatoes right now. I want this cabbage to cook first, and then we'll add the tomatoes. So that juice from the tomatoes was quite enough. You see, the cabbage is already going down. And it's mixing with all the other flavors. You know what? I can feel the habanero. I can taste it. It makes me it does irritate a little bit my throat, but that's not something that I will miss. So let's continue with our cabbage. Right. Okay. Nearly done. Okay. And there we are. All done. So now that it's all in, I'm gonna put the power to 7, or maybe just leave it to 8, because this pan actually is quite good and it doesn't allow the food to stick to the bottom. What else I'll do, I'll just put a little bit more salt, just a bit, not all of it, just a bit. And actually I will put the dry ingredients, which are dill and thyme. That's one that belongs in there. And I'm going to cover it up for a few minutes and just mix it from time to time. Make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom. And then when this cabbage looks like it's sauteed, sort of cooked, look, the one from the bottom is already changing colors. So let's try to move the front a little bit. That is amazing. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So now that we moved the cabbage from the bottom to the top, nearly there, we can put the lid and let it do its thing for a little while, because it's cooking better if it's all closed in. Okay. Right, so in the meantime, as I said, we are going to do polenta. So I've got in here like 300 grams of, or at this measure, let's put it like this, about 300 grams, right? So I'm gonna put it in here And then I'm going to add the 3 times more water than polenta. Okay, so I'm going to add 900 grams of water, or 900 mils of water. Now I'm going to set this to high, and add some salt, something like this, and mix it. Okay. Now it's very important to mix it, because otherwise it's gonna come all together in small lumps, and you want that. You don't want that. Right. This is gonna heat up quite quick. Right. In the meantime, oops, I'm just gonna have another look at what's happening. You see, we can't even go away, because this one is already starting to play around. Okay. I'm gonna put the cabbage at 7, just because I can't really get away from here. Okay, and I'm gonna lower the temperature also for the polenta to 7, just enough to have a look at what's going on with the cabbage, and then when I'm returning I'm going to put it high again, because I don't want to spend a lot of time waiting for that to happen, to cook. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay. So the cabbage looks like it's cooking down. It's not much longer. Okay. It's all nice and soft. So now I'm going to add another mix to the polenta, and I'm going to add the tomatoes. Nice. Okay. Give it a good mixture. Incorporate everything in here. Try not to spread it all over the place. I'm good at that. Okay, and quick, let's go back to the polenta and leave this to do its job. Okay, cover up situation. Okay. Alright, so now let's have a look. What's happening in here? This one is quite vile. Look at that. Oh my god. You see, I left it just for a little while and the lumps appeared so quick. So now I have to mix it until all of those are disappearing. You don't want a lumpy polenta, definitely. Okay, that's fine. Right, you really have to mix it until it's done. So just because I am mixing it continuously, I can put the temperature a little bit higher. But if I would have to leave it on its own, I would have to put it at 6. So for the moment it's on 8. So, this one has to become very hard. For the moment, look at that. It's like liquid. Oh, found another lump. And it's important to mix it together, so mix it all the time so it doesn't stick to the bottom as well. You don't want to eat a burnt polenta. So what else can you eat this polenta with? You can eat it with cold milk, hot polenta at cold milk, or hot milk and cold polenta. You can eat it with any dish with chickens instead of bread. You can mix it with cheese. Oh my god, my grandma used to do something, I forgot how it's called, but she would put 1 layer of polenta, 1 layer of cheese, so sort of a salty cheese, stringy cheese, and then again 1 layer of the polenta, and continue like this until all the ingredients would be finished. I have to tell you that I really love that one. I don't know, it just had something to it. You know, sometimes you remember stuff from your childhood and think, why would you remember that? It's just not so interesting. But some of the things are leaving good memories, even though they are not coming from a 5-star hotel. I think when they are done with love, they are much better than any 5-star or 6-star hotel. Okay, so look at that. Now you really have to do it continuously. I'm lowering the heat to 7. Okay. Now the water is actually absorbed by the cornmeal. And look at that. If I leave it, it's just gonna paint all the kitchen. Promise. Oof, 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 oof. Right, so when it's nearly done, I mean, it becomes quite thick. I'm gonna lower even more the power, and I'm gonna cook it slowly. You see? You can't stop. With this, you can never stop. So let's have a look at what's happening in here. Oh my god, there is a lot of water. What did I say? We don't need to add any. Okay, look at that. So there is quite a lot of water. I would actually like this water to get out, not to be trapped in here. I think it done its job. I think the tomatoes are cooked as well. So I'm gonna leave it open for a little bit, just because this water has to escape, and it's gonna be easier if it's open. Right, I'm also going to taste for salt and pepper. Okay. I think I would add a little bit more salt, just a bit. Okay. I don't need to add any more pepper, maybe. It's quite spicy though. Well, actually I will add. I will. That's that. So I used all the pepper that I had in the beginning, nearly all the salt. Okay. The cloves and the peppers are giving such a nice taste to this. Oh God, so good. Okay, so I'm gonna put the power a little bit higher. I'm gonna put it at 9. So the water can go. Just gonna make sure I'm mixing so it's not getting stuck to the bottom. It doesn't look like it wants to, but yeah. On the safe side. In the meantime, our polenta is done. I think I would like to add something else, and that is a bit of so I think I would like to add a little bit more of onion, but in this case I'm going to add some powdered onion. Okay. All right. think it does smell better. I'm telling you, I can feel the habanero going straight to my brains. I think I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna taste it again. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. So now let's try. You have to do it. You really have to do it. You will thank me. It's so easy and so tasty. It's really good. You have to try it. Thank you for being with me. If you like the video, please press subscribe or give a like. I really need to eat this. Oh my god, it's so good. You know what? This cabbage is good on its own.